Story for first battle. This is AJ. Let's get started. Lassiter is a meticulous person. He loves accounting. He loves money. He gets giddy about counting pennies. Lassiter works with a guy named Ghana. Ghana hates accounting. He thinks it's drudgery. Ghana is an outlandish guy who loves to party and drink and laugh. Both Lassiter and Ghana work at the same job. They are accountants. One day, Lassiter argues with Ghana. Lassiter says, "Life doesn't revolve around parties, Ghana. You need to be more careful with your work." Ghana laughs and says, "You're so boring. Life should be jubilant and fun always." Then Ghana takes a beer out of his desk and throws it to Lassiter. "Drink this," he says, "then you'll have more fun at work." Lassiter drinks the beer, and he feels much happier. Work seems much more fun now. Lassiter says, "We're friends now. We have good camaraderie. Thanks, Ghana. I'm going to drink every day at work and enjoy life for its own sake." Ghana and Lassiter eventually become full-fledged alcoholics, but they enjoy their jobs. Alright, let's go back to the beginning, this time with questions. Lassiter is a meticulous person. Is Lassiter a very, very careful person?
Yes, Lassiter is a
That's right.
meticulous person.
Lassiter is a meticulous person. Does Lassiter like small details?
Yes, Lassiter
That's exactly right.
Lassiter likes
Lassiter is a meticulous person.
small
Likes very
detail.
small details, is very careful about small details. Is Ghana a meticulous person?
No, Ghana is not a
No,
meticulous
Ghana is
person.
not a meticulous person.
Is not a
Is
meticulous
Ghana
person.
or Lassiter a meticulous person?
Lassiter. Lassiter is a
Lassiter
meticulous
is
person.
a meticulous person. Who is a meticulous person?
Lassiter.
Of course,
Lassiter is a meticulous person.
Is Ghana a meticulous person, or is Lassiter a meticulous person?
Lassiter. Lassiter is a
Lassiter
meticulous
is a
person.
careful person. He loves accounting. He loves money. He gets giddy about counting pennies. Does Lassiter love to count pennies?
Yes,
Yes, he does.
Lassiter
He loves
loves
to count
to
pennies.
count
Does
pennies.
he feel a little bit nervous and excited when he counts pennies?
Yes, he does.
Yes,
He
that's
gets
right.
a little bit
Lassiter feels giddy
nervous
when he
and
counts pennies. He feels nervous and excited when he counts pennies.
exciting.
Does Ghana feel giddy about counting pennies?
No, Ghana is not
No, Ghana
yet
does not
not
enjoy
yet
counting
giddy
pennies.
about
He
counting
doesn't get
pennies.
nervous. He doesn't get excited about counting pennies. Who gets nervous about counting pennies? Who gets giddy about counting pennies? Who
Lassiter.
gets excited about counting
Lassiter
pennies?
gets
Well,
giddy
Lassiter, of
about
course, Lassiter gets giddy
counting
about counting
pennies.
pennies. Does Lassiter get giddy about going to parties?
No, Ghana does
No,
not get
Lassiter does
giddy
not
about
get giddy
going to the party.
about going to parties.
Going to party.
When does
Going
Lassiter
party.
become giddy? Lassiter
Yeah,
becomes giddy when
can
he counts
you
money.
when he count money?
Dollars, quarters, and pennies. That's when he gets giddy. Lassiter works with a guy named Ghana. Ghana hates accounting. He hates math. He hates small details. Ghana is not a meticulous person. He thinks accounting is drudgery. Does Ghana think accounting is a boring job? Yes, that's right. He
Yes,
thinks
that's
it's
right.
drudgery.
He
He thinks
thinks it's
accounting is
drudgery.
drudgery. He
He
thinks
thinks
accounting
it's
is very
drudgery.
boring, hard, and no fun. Ghana thinks accounting is drudgery. Does Lassiter think accounting is drudgery?
No, Lassiter doesn't think
No, not Lassiter.
counting
Lassiter
is
loves
drudgery.
accounting. He does not think it's drudgery.
He does not
Who
think.
thinks accounting is drudgery?
Does not think.
Well,
Ghana.
Ghana
Ghana
thinks
thinks
accounting is drudgery.
accounting is drudgery.
Does Lassiter think accounting is drudgery, or does Ghana think accounting is drudgery?
Ghana thinks
Well, it's Ghana.
accounting
Ghana thinks
is
accounting
drudgery.
is drudgery. What does Ghana think is drudgery?
Ghana thinks
Ghana thinks
counting pennies. Accounting
is drudgery.
is drudgery.
Why? Well, because Ghana is an
Because
outlandish
Ghana
guy.
is an outlandish
He loves
guy
to party
who
and
loves to
drink
party
and
and
laugh.
drink and laugh.
Is Ghana a quiet man?
No, Ghana is not a quiet man.
No,
He's an outlandish man.
He loves to laugh and drink and talk and be a little bit crazy and fun. Ghana is an outlandish guy. He loves to party. Yeah! Is Lassiter an outlandish guy?
No.
No, Lassiter
I
is
feel
not
he's not an outlandish
Lassiter
man.
is meticulous, careful, calm. Ghana is outlandish. Who is outlandish? First, Ghana is
Ghana
outlandish.
is an outlandish man.
Is Ghana outlandish at work, at his job?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he is. Ghana is
Yes, he
outlandish at his
is.
job. Is Ghana outlandish at home?
Yes,
Yes,
he's still
still
crazy at
and
home.
fun at home. He's outlandish at home, and he's outlandish at work. He always loves to party and drink and laugh and have fun. One day at work, Lassiter argues with Ghana. He says to Ghana, "Look, Ghana, life doesn't revolve around parties." Does Lassiter think parties are the most important thing in life?
No.
No, Lassiter does not think parties are the center of life. He does not think parties are most important in life. He says life does not revolve around parties. Life doesn't revolve around parties. Does Ghana think that life revolves around parties? Well, yeah, Ghana does. Ghana thinks life revolves around parties. He thinks parties are the most important. He thinks parties are in the center of life. Most important thing in life. So for Ghana, life revolves around parties. Does life revolve around parties for Lassiter? No, life doesn't revolve around parties for Lassiter. For Lassiter, what does life revolve around? Well, for Lassiter, life revolves around work. Work is most important. So Lassiter says, work. That's what life revolves around. Life revolves around work. Life does not revolve around parties. He tells Ghana, you need to be more careful and meticulous with your work. Ghana laughs. He says, Lassiter, you are so boring. Life should be jubilant and fun always. Does Ghana always want to be happy?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Ghana
Ghana always wants to be jubilant.
Want to be
very,
jubilant.
very happy and fun
Want to
and
be
excited.
jubilant.
Does Ghana think life should always be jubilant?
Yes.
Yes, he does. Ghana thinks
He does.
life
Ghana
should
thinks
always be
life should
jubilant. He
always
thinks all people should be jubilant all
should
the
always
time.
be. Always
Does Lassiter think life should always be jubilant?
should always be. Should
No, he
always
doesn't.
be.
Lassiter
jubilant
thinks
and fun.
life must always be hard work. Life must always be serious. Lassiter is not jubilant, but Ghana is jubilant. So which person is more jubilant, Ghana or Lassiter? Well, of course, Ghana is more jubilant. He's always jubilant, and Lassiter almost never. Okay, so Ghana tells him life should be jubilant and fun always. Then Ghana takes a beer out from his desk, and he throws it to Lassiter, and he says, Lassiter, drink this. Then you'll have more fun at work. Lassiter drinks the beer, and he feels much happier. Work seems much more fun now. He says to Ghana, Ghana, we are friends now. We have good camaraderie. Thanks, Ghana. Do Lassiter and Ghana feel like they are friends?
Yes. They
Yes,
feel.
yes, they have camaraderie. They have a
They
feeling
have
of friendship.
camaraderie.
Lassiter and Ghana have camaraderie.
They have
In the
camaraderie.
past, did Lassiter and Ghana have camaraderie?
No, in the past, they didn't
No,
have
no, in the past they did
camaraderie.
not feel they were friends. But
They did not feel
now they feel
they
like friends.
were friends.
Now they have camaraderie.
Now they have camaraderie.
Who does Lassiter have camaraderie with? Lassiter has camaraderie
Wow.
with Ghana, of course. And who does Ghana have camaraderie with?
Gonna have
Ghana has
camaraderie with
camaraderie with Lassiter.
Lassiter.
They have camaraderie with each other. They both have a feeling of friendship with each other. So, he says, we have good camaraderie now. Thanks, Ghana. Then Lassiter says, I'm going to drink every day at work, and I'm going to enjoy life for its own sake. Is Lassiter going to enjoy life just to live?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to
Yes,
enjoy it
that's
for
right.
its own sake. He's going to enjoy life by itself. Just living he's going to enjoy. Not some other reason, not some other goal. He's going to enjoy life for its own sake. Is he going to enjoy drinking for its own sake? Yeah, I guess so. He just likes drinking. He's not drinking for some goal. He's not going to make more money because he's drinking. He's just drinking for its own sake, just because it's fun. Is he going to enjoy life for its own sake? Yes, he's just going to have fun in life. He's not going to try to get some serious goal. He's going to enjoy life for its own sake. And finally, Ghana and Lassiter eventually become full-fledged alcoholics. Do they become total alcoholics?
Yes.
Yes, that's
They
right. They
eventually
become
become
100%
full-fledged
alcoholics. They become
alcoholics.
full alcoholics. They
Alcoholic.
become
Alcoholics.
full-fledged alcoholics.
Alcoholics.
And Ghana and
Alcoholics.
Lassiter become full-fledged workaholics.
No.
No, not workaholics. Workaholic means you work and work and work too much, like many people in Japan. Just kidding. But full-fledged alcoholics means you drink too much. Drinking, drinking, drinking. Ghana and Lassiter are not full-fledged workaholics. They are full-fledged alcoholics. Who is a full-fledged alcoholic? Well, Ghana is a full-fledged alcoholic. Who else is a full-fledged alcoholic? Well, Lassiter is also a full-fledged alcoholic. Are they both full-fledged alcoholics? Yes, they are. They are both full-fledged alcoholics. Ghana and Lassiter become full-fledged alcoholics. But they enjoy their jobs every day now. All right, now one more time, I'm going to pause after key phrases. Just copy my pronunciation, say the phrase, and copy my pronunciation. Let's go. Lassiter is a meticulous person. Lassiter is a meticulous person. He loves math and accounting. He gets giddy about counting pennies. He gets giddy about counting pennies. Lassiter works with a guy named Ghana. Ghana hates accounting. He thinks it's drudgery. He thinks it's drudgery. Ghana is an outlandish guy. Ghana is an outlandish guy. He loves to party and drink and laugh. One day at work, Lassiter argues with Ghana. He says to Ghana, life doesn't revolve around parties. Life doesn't revolve around parties. You need to be more careful and meticulous with your work. Ghana laughs. And he says, you are so boring, Lassiter. Life should be jubilant and fun always. Life should be jubilant and fun always. Then Ghana takes a beer out of his desk and throws it to Lassiter. Drink this, he says, then you'll have more fun at work. Lassiter drinks the beer and feels much happier. Work seems much more fun now. Finally, Lassiter says, "We are friends now. We have good camaraderie. We have good camaraderie. Camaraderie. Thanks, Ghana. I'm going to drink every day at work and enjoy life for its own sake. And enjoy life for its own sake." Ghana and Lassiter eventually become full-fledged alcoholics. Ghana and Lassiter eventually become full-fledged alcoholics. But they enjoy their jobs. Okay, now please pause and try to tell all of the story yourself. Try to tell all of the story and use the vocabulary correctly. You don't need to remember every word, but do try to use the correct phrases and words. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.